All right, boys and girls, we got about 5 minutes to market open, and we're seeing a little activity here going on. Initial observations is we're looking initially bearish as things were just kind of moving sideways. Then we took out Asian lows from the London session and continued making new lows. Then we had a little bit of a pullback and then dropping down lower. We had a pullback here and we're dropping down, but we're starting to see something that looks like an SMT divergence here. So I'm wondering if maybe we might be going bullish now at this point upon market open, looking to fill these fair value gaps and see if they hold, and then we continue downward from there. So yeah, it's been a pretty bearish market for the most part. We had a little bit of a pullback from yesterday's New York session, but it really didn't do a whole lot and just kind of moved sideways. London session, same thing. Never really had much energy to get any kind of manipulation here. Just traded sideways, but then just fully tanked and is now trying to make a comeback, but it looks like it's coming down some more as well. So I'm really thinking we're going to be playing with some bearish, ultimately a bearish bias on today. But this SMT divergence here has me thinking that maybe we're going to see some bullish action before we finally pull further down. We'll see more at market open in about 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes. So we'll just sit tight for now. I did take a couple of pre-market trades and got to do some makeup on those. And so we'll see what market open brings us and if we're able to make our goal today and uh, keep our account alive and get it qualified to start getting some cash outs. I have a little fair value gap right here on the 5 minute. That looks like it might be promising. We'll see if that gets inversed. That'll be a good place to take a long. We'll see what happens right in here. Let's see what happens here at market open. Let's switch to the 1 minute on this. Okay, and it looks like we are taking a heavy drop. We'll just keep taking a look here and see if we get ready to. No, it looks like we're going to take out London lows first. Yep. Okay. So, as expected, we are taking out London lows, and then let's see if that turns into something more from there. If we get a, let's sit tight. Got a lot of movement. Looks like we're getting the manipulation to the low end. So we'll see from there. I think we're going to have an opportunity here on the Nasdaq. Switch back here. Okay, so we definitely have what looks like a 1 minute break of structure. Okay, it looks like we're just heading down and taking out all kinds of targets here. This looks like a free fall. Okay, we got a fair value gap there that we're looking to break. This could be our entry here. Looks like the fair value gap got respected. Okay, we're going to take another shot at it. If we break that fair value gap, I think we've got a chance at a long. And it looks like we're failing it again. So just sitting tight. Okay, we get a lower high. So we're looking at a downtrend here. Making an attempt at these value gaps, but if we do get them, we get one that closes, especially above both, and that's a pretty good bullish sign. Okay, so we pushed above that one. Looking good. All right. Okay. Let it come back just a little bit. Once it closes above, it'll be a long. Okay, taking along. And our target is going to be, let's look here what we got. I think our target should be just up here for now. Okay, let's hope we don't have too much of a drawdown or a pullback, because this looks like a good long. Nope. Shit. All right, looks like we're starting over. That was a lot of work for nothing. See, and there it goes. It's probably going to keep pushing. Okay, I'm going to wait for a pullback and then maybe get back in. Got a 1 minute fair value gap here. Yep, I just didn't have enough room to let that other account play out. Good. Oh, excuse me. Okay, now we got a little bit of a pullback here. We have another fair value gap right here. Let's see if it comes down into this one. No, looks like it's continuing up. Okay. Still acting strong. See what it looks like on the 5 minute. Yeah, we're hanging out. We're going to have a little bit of a pullback here. That's fine. I'm going to wait on the 5 minute pullback. Looks like we're challenging this fair value gap here. So let's take a look what that one looks like. So we're just barely touching on it. Looks like it's rejecting. Okay, so we're getting ourselves a pullback now. There we go. That's more what I'm looking for. Okay, now we can look at some equilibrium. Nearest low to nearest high. Okay, and it looks like we have dipped down into equilibrium a little bit. So now we just wait for break of structure and we can get back in. Or a break above highs. Just want another continuance here. Yep, looking good. S&P's pushing hard. We'll hang out a second. Yeah, we'll let that help. We'll let that rest for a second. That come back. Okay, we're going to get in. We're looking to break those highs and get into this fair value gap. Okay, looks like we're respecting that fair value gap. Well, looks like we're looking at a pullback here. So let me see what we got. I'm going to get out. I'm not risking this pullback. I think I like the idea we have a little bit of a pullback, but I'm going to wait. Okay, I'm going to get back in. And there we go. I think we're going to get a good push here. This fair value gap is going to offer a little bit of resistance, but I think ultimately we're strong enough to push through. We still got higher highs. Still on an uptrend here. So it's just trying to make up its mind, but I think we're going to be all right. We don't quite have a manipulation of all those. Yeah, we're not quite there. We still got a little bit of liquidity up there. So, I think we got some good targets there. Never we made a lower high there, but we're still looking okay. There we go. Pushing up. Nope. Pushed up into it and then came back out. Yeah, it likes that. Okay, I'm pulling out up here just because it's jumping around a little much. We've got some profit out of it, so we're okay. So I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to see if we get a break. If we break that fair value gap. If we do, then that looks a lot better for our for maybe taking another long toward those highs. I'm going to go to the 5-minute real quick and see. Yeah, we're testing that fair value gap and not really looking like we're doing much. More like a pullback than anything. So we're just going to hang out. We're going to see. Not really seeing anything just yet that's giving me an indication we have a good entry. Let's see if anything looks like that over on the, yeah, S&P is the same way. We don't have anything that looks like a good entry. So we're just going to sit tight. There we go. Now we've got, okay, so let me see. We might have some equilibrium here on the 1-minute. That might look good. Yeah. So we've got an equilibrium move that looks okay. And let's see what this looks like on the 1-minute. Got a not quite an entry there, but I do see an entry here on the S&P. So if we close out above this after hitting equilibrium, I think we're in good shape. Yeah, I think we're in good shape here. I'm going to take a long. Okay. And I think our targets are going to be, there we go. All right, so that one looked really good. All right, so I like that a lot. That was a good take right there. That was a good trade. All right, we're at 947 on that one. Looks like NASDAQ also did pretty good. And it looks like we might even, if we close out above this fair value gap, I think we have another fair value gap we're going to be playing with. I mean, we do have a target right here above these. I'm going to go ahead and mark that out. You have a target. All right, so we do have a target right here. Okay. So we liquidated those. We haven't beat that fair value gap. So really, I think at this point, we're about as good as we can get with this. So I'm going to leave it there for the day. No sense having to deal with more at this point, and we'll call it good. So pretty good trades on this account, and we will pick it up again tomorrow.